The NBA is filled with exciting moments, but nothing compares to the intensity of its greatest rivalries. These rivalries, forged over years of fierce competition and unforgettable games, have shaped the league's history and captivated fans around the world. From coast-to-coast clashes between legendary teams to personal battles between the sport's biggest stars, NBA rivalries bring out the best in players and create thrilling spectacles on the court. Here in this video, we will explore top 10 NBA's greatest rivalries, a history of intense competition. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to get regular updates. Let's get started. Number 10. Lakers vs. Celtics. The rivalry between the Los Angeles Lakers and the Boston Celtics is the most storied in NBA history. Starting in the 1960s, these two teams have faced each other in the NBA Finals 12 times, creating unforgettable moments and fierce competition. The rivalry reached its peak in the 1980s, with Magic Johnson leading the Lakers and Larry Bird leading the Celtics. Their battles were not just about the players, but also represented a clash of styles. The Lakers' fast-paced, showtime offense against the Celtics' tough, defensive-minded play. This rivalry has produced some of the most iconic games and has significantly contributed to the popularity of the NBA. Number 9. Bulls vs. Pistons. The Chicago Bulls and Detroit Pistons rivalry was one of the most intense and physical in NBA history, especially during the late 1980s and early 1990s. The Pistons, known as the Bad Boys, were notorious for their tough defense and physical play, often targeting the Bulls' star, Michael Jordan. This rivalry was marked by fierce playoff battles, with the Pistons repeatedly thwarting the Bulls' championship aspirations until Chicago finally broke through in 1991. The rivalry was more than just about basketball. It was a clash of contrasting styles and mental toughness. The Bulls' eventual victory over the Pistons signified a changing of the guard in the NBA as they went on to dominate the 1990s. Number 8. Spurs vs. Mavericks. The rivalry between the San Antonio Spurs and the Dallas Mavericks has been a captivating chapter in Texas basketball. Emerging in the early 2000s, this rivalry featured intense battles between Tim Duncan's disciplined Spurs and Dirk Nowitzki's high-scoring Mavericks. Their playoff clashes were marked by thrilling moments and narrow victories, showcasing contrasting styles. The Spurs' methodical, defense-oriented approach versus the Mavericks' dynamic offense. Key moments, like the Mavericks' 2006 Western Conference Finals win and the Spurs' subsequent playoff triumphs, added layers to this rivalry. The mutual respect between Duncan and Nowitzki, two of the greatest power forwards in NBA history, further enriched this competitive yet respectful rivalry. Their encounters have consistently provided high-stakes drama. Number 7. Warriors vs. Cavaliers. The rivalry between the Golden State Warriors and the Cleveland Cavaliers defined the NBA from 2015 to 2018. These two teams faced each other in 4 consecutive NBA Finals, a first in league history. The Warriors, led by Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson, revolutionized the game with their three-point shooting and fast-paced offense. Meanwhile, the Cavaliers, spearheaded by LeBron James, showcased resilience and incredible comebacks. The 2016 Finals, where the Cavaliers overcame a 3-1 deficit to win their first championship, remains one of the most dramatic series in NBA history. This rivalry brought out the best in both teams, featuring epic performances, strategic battles, and intense competition. It captivated fans worldwide and elevated the NBA's global profile. Number 6. Knicks vs. Pacers. The rivalry between the New York Knicks and the Indiana Pacers in the 1990s was marked by fierce competition and unforgettable moments. Led by Patrick Ewing, the Knicks were known for their tough defense and physical play, while Reggie Miller's sharpshooting and clutch performances defined the Pacers. Their playoff matchups were intense and often went down to the wire. One of the most memorable moments came in 1995 when Miller scored 8 points in 9 seconds to stun the Knicks in Madison Square Garden. This rivalry was fueled by the contrasting personalities and playing styles of the teams, creating dramatic and highly competitive games. The Knicks-Pacers rivalry highlighted the importance of mental toughness and the impact of individual heroics in the playoffs. Number 5. Heat vs. Knicks. The Miami Heat and New York Knicks rivalry in the late 1990s was one of the most intense and physical in NBA history. Sparked by Pat Riley's move from coaching the Knicks to leading the Heat, this rivalry was characterized by fierce playoff battles and a mutual dislike between the teams. The late 1990s saw multiple playoff series between the Heat and Knicks, often featuring hard fouls, ejections, and close games. The rivalry reached its peak during the 1997 playoffs, with the infamous brawl leading to multiple suspensions. Alonzo Mourning and Larry Johnson's on-court clashes epitomized the physicality and intensity of these matchups. Number 4. 76ers vs. Celtics. The rivalry between the Philadelphia 76ers and the Boston Celtics is one of the oldest and most storied in NBA history. Dating back to the 1950s, these two teams have had numerous epic battles, especially in the 1960s when Wilt Chamberlain's 76ers faced Bill Russell's Celtics. The rivalry saw a resurgence in the 1980s with Julius Erving leading the 76ers and Larry Bird starring for the Celtics, resulting in several thrilling playoff series. The intensity of their matchups, the contrasting styles of play, and the passionate fan bases have fueled this rivalry. Key moments, such as the 1981 Eastern Conference Finals, where the Celtics overcame a 3-1 deficit to win the series, have left a lasting impact. Number 3. Lakers vs. Spurs. The rivalry between the Los Angeles Lakers and the San Antonio Spurs was a defining feature of the NBA in the late 1990s and early 2000s. Led by Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal, the Lakers' fast-paced, high-flying offense clashed with the Spurs' disciplined, defense-oriented approach led by Tim Duncan and David Robinson. Their playoff battles were marked by intense competition and strategic adjustments, with each team winning multiple championships during this period. Key moments, such as Derek Fisher's 0.4-second game-winning shot in the 2004 playoffs, added drama to this rivalry. Their matchups were consistently high stakes and entertaining, contributing to the league's growing popularity. Number 2. Bulls vs. Knicks. The rivalry between the Chicago Bulls and the New York Knicks in the 1990s was one of the most heated and competitive in NBA history. Michael Jordan's Bulls, known for their high-flying offense and clutch performances, often clashed with the tough, physical Knicks, led by Patrick Ewing. Their playoff battles were intense and filled with memorable moments, such as Jordan's iconic double nickel game in 1995, where he scored 55 points against the Knicks at Madison Square Garden. The rivalry was marked by fierce defense, hard fouls, and a relentless drive to win. Despite the Knicks' efforts, the Bulls often emerged victorious, adding to the drama and intensity of their matchups. Number 1. Warriors vs. Rockets. The rivalry between the Golden State Warriors and the Houston Rockets in the mid-2010s was defined by high-scoring games and intense competition. The Warriors, led by Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, and Kevin Durant, were known for their three-point shooting and fast-paced offense. The Rockets, spearheaded by James Harden and Chris Paul, aimed to dethrone the Warriors with their own brand of high-octane basketball. Their playoff battles, especially the 2018 Western Conference Finals, were marked by strategic adjustments and dramatic moments. The Warriors' ability to overcome a 3-2 deficit and win the series showcased their championship mettle. This rivalry highlighted the evolution of the game towards a focus on three-point shooting and offensive efficiency. The Warriors-Rockets matchups were must-watch events, filled with star power and competitive fire, capturing the attention of basketball fans worldwide. That's all for now. I hope you enjoyed the video and found it entertaining. If you did, give it a thumbs up. We want to hear from you. Share any other NBA's greatest rivalry moment in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more sports content that delves deep into the history of the game. Stay tuned for more exciting videos coming your way. Thanks for watching.